There we go. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, hello. Hello. I've arrived. That was a weird tone of voice that I don't usually deliver that line in. Hello. Hello. I've arrived. That's more like it. But yeah, anyway, we're here. Splatoon 3 again. But yeah, nobody joining me immediately right now, as far as I'm aware, because I did not make public the fact that I was going to be playing Splatoon 3 until, just now. Well, 30 minutes ago, but yeah, did not make it public right away because I didn't decide until basically just now. And that's just how it rolls sometimes, I suppose. But yes. So, yeah, the first Splatoon VOD is up on the YouTube channel. I managed to resolve the issue. Oh dear. But yeah, anyway. That is an unrelated issue. But yeah, resolve the issue. But yeah, it was easier than I expected. It was easier than I expected, which bodes well, I would say, for the similar restoration of the what was that game? Ni no Kuni, there we go. Of the Ni no Kuni VOD that also need not updating, but fixing. But yeah, so more Splatoon 3 today. Probably what we're going to do is we're going to do some Salmon Run, then we're going to do some Turf War. Then I want to finally get some Anarchy Battles under my belt. Very little experience with those, and by which I mean I have no experience with those, I guess I should say, because I've not successfully completed one. But we will change that. We will change that on this fine day. But yes, so for some reason in my mind I was thinking it was Friday for a minute. It is Thursday. It is Thursday. But yes, I was thinking it was Friday, so I was about to say that there's nothing else to say for the schedule this week, but there is. So tomorrow we'll be playing some more Tales of Arise. Yeah, I suppose there's not a whole lot else to say about that. 7:30 p.m. Central Time is the expected time. But yeah, Tales of Arise. I guess, yeah, we'll be exploring, presumably, some more of Eldaman and Sia. I do definitely need to resolve the issue that was there in the Tales of Arise stream where I loaded the wrong save file. But yeah, I'm still not sure what caused that, but oh well. But yeah, at any rate, reaching fixing the issue, getting back up to the same level of progress we were at shouldn't be terribly difficult. Yeah, the state of the game isn't going to be exactly as it would have been, if I had loaded the right save file and all that, but it'll get the job done, I suppose. But yes. So, beyond that, let's see. Already talked about what we're doing today, already talked about what we're doing tomorrow. Let's talk about what we're doing next week. So, let's see. Once again, I don't anticipate, and things can always change, but I don't anticipate, hold on a sec, I don't anticipate anything delaying or detracting from in any way the stream schedule. But yes, other than that, just as a quick personal update, I don't believe I've mentioned it on here before, but I was injured recently. I had to take some time off on Friday because of that. That's why there wasn't a stream last Friday. But yeah, I am doing well. Yeah, so I don't anticipate that that's going to be causing any particular issues, though I will say, I was at physical therapy earlier today. I'm a little bit tired now. So this might end up being a bit of a short stream for that reason. So beyond that, let's see. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll go over the times for next week, as always. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, you'll be playing at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, approximately. Thursday, we'll be playing at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, approximately. Yes, the Tuesday, or the Friday, Wednesday and Friday, there we go. the Wednesday and Friday streams will be more Tales of Arise. Not entirely sure what we're going to be doing on Tuesday just yet. And for Thursday, I believe then Cheppy Sheps and I should be resuming the Valhalla collab. We were going to be doing it this Thursday, but because of Sheps doing a lot of work on her return to streaming, yeah, she was a bit tired, and so we are not going to be collabing tonight, I don't believe, unless she decides to join for Splatoon spontaneously, which is not impossible. But yes, other than that, I believe that should be basically it. So, let's get into the Splatoon. Let's get ready to work some shifts at our part-time job. No news update right now. I did have the game running earlier. I exited out of it, but I did have it running earlier. It occurs to me that I don't know where the Rizco building is. I've never actually walked there. Hold on. Alright, it's near merch, it looks like. Okay, there it is. I suppose I probably could have guessed from the color scheme. Where's the entrance? This is the entrance? Okay. Alright. Oh. Well. Alright, give me a minute. So, how's it going? I've been doing well today. But yeah, like I said, some physical therapy, a doctor's appointment, recovering very well. But yeah, I think I can expect 1 or 2 more physical therapy appointments. But other than that, I don't think there's any, again, no concerns. Yeah, no concerns of any long-term or serious damage. Yeah, other than that, I recently purchased, what's it called? Yeah, I recently purchased Disco Elysium. I guess that software update is probably why it didn't give me the news. It wasn't connected to the internet. But yeah, I recently purchased Disco Elysium. I've been wanting that game for a little while, and I've been going back and forth on whether or not it would be a good fit for the stream. It's a game I'm very interested in, for sure, but I don't know if it's necessarily appropriate for the sort of tone that I like to maintain here. Alright, so, let us see what is new. And of course, we don't need to sit through this, but I want to. An update. Ooh. The game was updated. I've got to say, it's interesting. Fry's teeth are very interesting. They're very oddly shaped. Very oddly shaped compared to the 2 most Inklings. Yeah, I don't think we've seen any other Inklings that have sort of the fangs. And that is the news. I didn't see anything that was actually pertinent to what we did, so let's maybe look at what's going on. So Salmon Run, Gone Fish and Hydra Plant. I think that's a map I've been on before. They've got, one of the weapons is the Reflux. That's one that I've been wanting to try out a little bit. I'm definitely interested in the Stringer. Definitely interested in the Stringer weapon class. Alright, now we can start our shift. Yeah, just had to take a moment to make sure that everything was as I hoped. Everything was, yeah, all my audio was good. Yeah, I didn't see all the weapons, but I saw we've got, of course, this should be the H3 nozzle nose, I believe it is. H3 nozzle nose, Reflux. There was some sort of splatling. I didn't look at it closely enough to determine what precisely it was. And the Dark Tetradualies. Tetradualies. I don't remember... Okay, so yeah, the Dark Tetradualies give you four dodges. And presumably some other trade-off for that. Oh dear. Alright. Nice, nice. But yes. So Tetradualies, I'm not too familiar with most of the dualies. I've played with the standard dualies, the Splat dualies, in the first game. But beyond that, I really don't have any... Beyond that one specific set of dualies, I don't have any real knowledge of how they work. Of any of the finer points of dualie use. I suppose I should probably be employing Alt's pretty good strategy of making sure to lure bosses over to the basket if possible, but I don't know that that's... It seems that the Slammin' Lid is pretty content to just sort of stay where it is. Yeah, it seems like the Slammin' Lid is pretty content to stay where it is, so maybe that is not applicable. Oop. Oh, Drizzler. Oh dear. Ah, we've got a Stinger as well. Okay, so I guess to give it... Yeah, we've got Dark Tetradualies. I'm not... Yeah, I can't tell just by looking at it what Splatling that is, unfortunately. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, okay, quota met, we're fine. Spending a little moment with our co-worker here. A short break. Yes, reflux. But yeah, I do have the standard stringer, or I guess the tri-stringer. I don't know how standard it is per se, but the tri-stringer. Yeah, definitely a lot faster this is. A lot faster this is. I know it's a lighter, lighter class of stringer, so presumably it has less offensive capabilities. I know it also doesn't have potentially explosive projectiles like the tri-stringer does. But beyond that, I do not know too much about this one. It's pretty nice though. I do like the mobility, the nimbleness. I think it's a lighter weapon class. I know a mechanic in 3, which I assume is still a mechanic in, or a mechanic in 2, which I assume is still a mechanic in 3. But yeah, and I don't know whether or not it was a mechanic in 1 because I didn't think that much about the mechanics of the game when I was playing it. But in Splatoon 2 at least, I can say definitively that weapons had different weight classes, and those weight classes impacted how fast you would swim while carrying them. And so there were some weapons that were light and heavy and medium, so on. Unfortunate circumstance here. At least we get another small end of shift break. Oh, and another deposit. Very good. So yes, weapons with various weight classes. Oh, do I... Oh, I didn't grab the egg. Oh dear. No wonder it didn't let me throw it. I didn't have it in my hands. Oh, so this is the L3 nozzle nose. Alright. I suppose it's pretty nimble. I should have expected that, perhaps. But I didn't have a whole lot of time to use it much in the little arena there. Oop. Nice, nice. But yeah, nozzle nose. I don't think I ever had the chance to use a nozzle nose either. It's the sort of weapon that I feel like I would like. Because generally in games, I do prefer, or I'm particularly fond of, weapons that have have a burst fire, either as an option or just in general. For instance, I like pulse rifles in Destiny. Alright, alright. Oh dear. Okay. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that to work, so I'm very glad that it did. We've got a lot going on here, so let's grab tank. Probably could have done that a little bit better, but it's something. And I suppose I can deploy another crab tank if I need to. And really, maybe I shouldn't delay. We are at the end of the shift, of course. I wonder if you can... I do still have the egg. I do still have the egg. Oh dear. Yeah. So I was wondering if I could maybe still deposit the eggs while in crab tank mode. Oop. Alright, so we're not going to have everyone alive at the end of the shift. Oh no, yes we are. Very good. Excellent. Really, a shift where everyone survives is a pretty good shift, in my opinion. But yeah, what is that? That's not a Hydra. No, the Hydra is way bigger than that, I think. What splatling is that? Yeah, I think unless I'm thinking of the Nautilus, I think the Hydra is larger and silverer. Larger and silverer than the standard. Or at least larger and silverer than that particular splatling. Yeah, I don't suppose there's anywhere I can check. Yeah, it just has icons. No names. Alright, let's get to work. Yeah, probably not going to do too many runs of Salmon Run. But yeah, I do want to get into Turf War and then into the other game mode that I mentioned already. Oh, this is the Hydra. I guess it is pretty silver now that I look at it. Yeah, I think I probably was mistaking the Hydra and the Nautilus. Because yeah, this is definitely pretty shiny. It's not as big as I thought it was, but I suppose that's no huge deal. But yeah, so this will be a very heavy weapon, powerful, high range. And allow the driver of the steel eel to get a little bit closer and bring them down. Oop. Missed your throw there, friend. That's fine. Alright, another slam and lid. I think that I am probably the best equipped here to deal with it. There is, of course, the standard recommended way of dealing with slam and lids, which is to let them fall, but I don't feel super confident in my ability to... Oh dear. I'll tell you what else I don't feel super confident in. My ability to charge up a Hydra splatling. This thing does take a very long time to charge. But yeah, as much as I didn't use dualies, I even less so used chargers. I deliberately or not chargers, sorry. The, what's the word I'm looking for? Flatlings, there we go. I've said it so much, you would think I would know it. But yes, I've avoided using splatlings a fair amount because I did not appreciate them. I didn't like the way that they felt in the... Huh, I wonder what took them so long. Yeah, I didn't like the way that they felt in the second game. I'm gonna think that I don't remember if they were in the first game or not. I want to say that they weren't. Alright. Thriller. Thriller indeed. Well, anyway. Hi, son, if you'd be so kind. Someone, thank you. Alright. That's the tail. Oh, alright. I don't think I was able to disable it. Oh, there we go. Oh dear. Well, okay. I'm very glad that I at least didn't reawaken my coworker into death. Oh dear. Archmaster, if you would be so kind. What are you equipped with? You're equipped with the nozzle nose, so you should have pretty decent accuracy. Alright, I don't like the situation that we're in. I don't think the tank will help, though. I don't think this is a situation... Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I don't think this is a situation where the crab tank will be particularly helpful. Alright, maybe I should have been a little bit more cautious there. Not terrible, but not great either. Yeah, unfortunately the lack of direct communication with the team does make it significantly more challenging. Unfortunate. Oh, update. Want a deep shower thought? Please, go for it. Also, hello, Orion. Good to see you once again. Alright. Yeah, out of every person to live, only 5.5% are alive right now. Interesting. Yeah, I remember... What was the... Yeah, I remember like at one point there was sort of this like theory, sort of a... I don't know if it was a statistical, more of a statistical thing or more of a philosophical thing, but there was a point where like some people, some person perhaps, presented this theory that like there were as many or more people alive in the present day as had ever been alive in the entire history of mankind, which they, I think, extrapolated from that statistically speaking, that would have meant that humanity was, you know, humanity was likely to have reached a peak and would soon sort of decline significantly. But yeah, to my knowledge, that was completely untrue. In basically, well, I mean, again, we know that based on this statistic, at the very least, there is, you know, if there's only 5% of the entire human population that has been alive is alive now, then statistically speaking, we're probably not, you know, at the, or I don't know. I don't understand the specifics of those statistics well enough to really speak to them, I suppose. Oh dear, this is an unfortunate situation. But yeah, I underestimate the Cohawks a little bit. People always sort of say, you know, don't underestimate small fry, don't underestimate the chum, because they're more dangerous than they might seem. So I don't do that. Instead, I underestimate the large, dangerous-looking ones. Yeah, nothing else up here on the fish stick. I guess I probably should have guessed that by now. Nice, nice. And the slamming lid is in a very convenient position, and the stinger is in a very inconvenient position, as is their wont. Unfortunate. That time, though, it was a chum who defeated me and not a Cohawk. Alright, I live again. And, alright, that's the end of the wave, so no real reason to go after the stinger. Yeah, so the Tetra Dualies give you extra dodge rolls. I think a standard pair of Dualies gives you 2. Let's see, what kind of event are we seeing now? Low flies. Alright. so we must exhibit extraordinary caution. Yeah, fortunately, we do seem to be pretty well equipped to deal with this, and our team is pretty level-headed, it looks like. Well, level-headed and successful, I suppose, are not necessarily the same thing. Alright, lady, would you be so kind? Thank you. Alright, so, let's... Oh, this isn't the crab tank. For some reason I thought I still had the crab tank. Hold on, did the Wave Maker just revive an ally? I don't think so. Oh, I'm glowing, right. This is bad. Alright, thank you again, lady. Oh dear. Alright, so we've managed to survive. Alright, so anyway, so as I understand it, essentially sort of the principle behind that sort of statistical assumption of humanity's lifespan is that basically if you select randomly from a set of things, like all of the examples of a given thing that have existed within history, statistically speaking, you're likely to choose one from around the middle of its existence. And of course, the more you get, the higher the chance is that you will get one from around the middle time of that thing's existence. So statistically speaking, you know, if you find a building that's like, you know, you know that it's like however many years old it is, you can assume that statistically speaking, if you know nothing else about it, presumably, you know, it's more likely that it will be like, if it is X years old, it is more likely that it will be, you know, it will exist for another X years or so than that it will exist for, say, 1 more year or 200 more years, assuming that X is neither 1 nor 200. I feel like I'm describing this in a way that's more complex than it needs to be. But, very good. So yeah, I guess I've never really, this is not on topic to what I was just talking about, but I've never really thought of the Wave Maker as being a particularly deadly instrument, which it presumably, I mean, maybe it isn't against players, but I guess the Salmonids have less HP than the average player. Oh, and that's us. Well, we met our quota, at least. Yeah, I think we'll do one more. But yeah, so again, if you know nothing else about the building and can assume nothing else about the building, you can assume that if it's, you know, it's in the middle of its lifespan, so to speak, presumably. Of course, you'll never really know how long the building will last until it no longer is. And such as it is for populations as well. But yeah, so basically as I understand it, the theory was, you know, if there's more people alive now than there ever were, then it's very, very likely that these will be sort of, this is the peak, that this is the highest point of humanity. And yeah, so I know that, you know, that was a theory, and that we definitely, I know it's one that definitely did get disproven by, yeah, improvements in archaeology and whatnot. And this is one of the, well, I was going to say the event that ended me a couple times ago, but we did lose the previous round without any particular event. So maybe we should just be cautious in general, you know? Hazardous work environment and all that. But yes. But yeah, so given how many human beings have already existed, I think statistically we're more likely to be sort of towards the beginning of humanity than towards the middle or the end of it, I think, is sort of the conclusion now. But again, I don't even remember what that theory was called or who came up with it, so I'm not exactly an expert in the matter. Alright, the Griller is targeting me, so I should lead it to... not here, I guess, because this is going to make it run over an ally. Alright, Usagi? Both of them are targeting me now, which I don't like. I maybe could have gotten out of there with a reef slider. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's survive. Okay, we're good. But yes, being alive is pretty nice. But yeah, also, I did learn what the last time around in Salmon Run, back on the far distant past of Tuesday, I ended up using in the rotation was a set of dualies that I did not know the effects of. I think it wasn't, I mean, I know it wasn't the Tetra dualies because that's what they are now, and they look different. I don't remember, what was it? It wasn't it was the Dapple dualies, that's what it was. But yeah, the Dapple dualies, and I didn't know what set them apart from Splat dualies at the time, but now I do know definitively that, or at least what set them apart in 2 was that they were essentially a dualie variant with higher rate of fire, and I think thus higher DPS. I think perhaps lower damage per hit, but more hits in a shorter amount of time. Yeah, so higher DPS, but lower range, and all that. Yeah, it did feel like they were sort of short-ranged, but I didn't know definitively enough about dualies to say this is shorter than... That was an odd interaction by the flipper flapper there. But yeah, I didn't know anything enough about dualies to definitively say, oh, this is shorter than the regular Splat dualies. Alright, I really don't, now. Oh well. Booyah indeed. Alright, reflex. So yeah, Reef Slider is a special that I have no experience with whatsoever. I have not equipped any weapons that come with a Reef Slider. Alright, fly fish. Oh dear. Alright, that fly fish is dealt with. The stinger is probably going to be an issue for someone else to solve. Yes, another boss is coming in, Moz. Probably could have not done that, but oh well. We'll take what we can get from this. And I won't destroy the scrapper here. I will employ Alt's pretty good tactics. Let's see, oh dear. Alright, that's a big shot. I don't like that. I guess probably I should be charging up the reflex a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, I think the charging it is more effective in terms of DPS, probably. I don't have anything really to base that off of, but that's how I understand the tri-stringer works, so I'm assuming it's also how the reflex works. Alright. 2 bosses dealt with there in one fell swoop. We are at the end of our shift, and we have met our quota, so as long as we don't die tragically suddenly, we should be fine. And indeed, we are. Ending things on a high note. Very good. Very good indeed. Very good indeed. I suppose it does make more sense, the not being able to switch your weapon around here, but it would be nice if you could choose just whichever, while in this little training area, if you could choose which... Actually, can you? No. I was going to say, it'd be nice if you could choose which of the Salmon Run weapons you started out with. Yeah, so that's, yeah, a pretty respectable 210 damage per shot. I wonder how much... actually, we're pretty close to a Kohozuna, it looks like, so maybe we'll stick around for one more. See if this is what will cause a Kohozuna to spawn. After last time, I'm ready for a successful fight. Yeah, so I was thinking that my reflux wasn't doing much damage there because I hadn't charged it, but I guess probably it's more so that the big shot wielder is simply very strong. Yeah, L3 again. Yeah, in general, I tend towards weapons with relatively high rate of fire, high accuracy, high range. Range and accuracy are my biggest concerns. Range and accuracy are my biggest concerns. With speed being... we didn't do it. Yeah, speed being less of a concern. Just sort of a nice thing to have when possible. Which is why I tend to prefer burst fire weapons over weapons that... No. Yeah, burst fire weapons over those with fully automatic fire. And nice shot. Fish stick. I don't know how effective I am here. I guess... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like... Yeah. I can only hit one of the fish stick inhabitants per pull of the trigger, it looks like, unless I really... I don't like this. Yeah, unless I really were to aim very well, which I don't... Yeah, I don't know how cleverly I'd need to aim to hit multiple, so I'm just going to work under the assumption that it's not practical. Oh, Snatcher. I'm afraid these eggs belong to us now. Booyah indeed. So yes, so, where was I? Something about, oh yes, burst fire. So yeah, so things like that. I also tend to not like weapons that require... Oh dear. But yeah, anyway, so flatlings I always sort of assumed were maybe too slow for my taste. They do have good range and good damage and good rate of fire. All things that I do value. But, I don't know, they always gave the impression to me of being somewhat bulky when compared to a charger, my preferred long-range weapon in this game. And to be fair, they maybe are, a little bit. That was very close. I don't know how I survived that. But yeah, so they might be a little bit more cumbersome, but I think probably... It's probably not as significant of a difference as I assumed. Alright. Doing well. Oh, fly fish. And yeah, I guess another thing I sort of didn't like was sort of the idea that, oh, if I want to spit any ink, I have to spend a significant amount of time charging. But I guess, you know, I can tap to fire. Oh dear. Alright, good job, Corey. Thank you for your assistance. That increased our chances of success very dramatically. But yeah. I definitely don't like the feeling, I will say, of the Hydra here. It's definitely something that I need to spend a lot more time getting used to. Yeah, I don't like the feeling of the Hydra. Yeah, I think I sort of assumed that the feeling of the Hydra would be similar, or that the feeling of the heavy splatling, the standard splatling, due in large part to its name, would be similar to how I am now experiencing the heavy splatling, or the Hydra splatling rather. Because the standard is the heavy splatling. But yeah, because again, heavy just sort of gives the impression of heavy, cumbersome, slow, things like that. And I don't think the heavy splatling is really all that bad. It's a bit less committal than splat charges are, in fact. Or at least I think it is, as I understand it, because, you know, you can still get in theory, a kill out of a not quite full charge, whereas that is not practical to assume out of a... You know what? I would very much like to hit this target, thank you. But yeah, but that's not something that's practical to assume out of... Oh dear. Not something that's practical to assume out of a... In fact, is not possible to achieve, I don't think, out of a splat charger. Alright, this scrapper is being quite troublesome. We are... Our quota is... we are at the end of our last shift. This is going to kill me. It did not. Nice. Alright, the scrapper remains. Alright, we live. Okay. Very good. Oh, right. Kohozuna. You know, I was working under the assumption that this was going to happen, but I did sort of forget it there at the end. Alright. Oh, I've got my specials back. That's nice. What's less nice is the presence of this fly fish, but, well, I was going to try to deal with that, but oh well. Alright, that's one gun down, and oh dear. I think that probably was the result of one particularly devastating... Oh dear. Yeah, one particularly devastating Kohozuna attack. Yeah, let myself get cornered there. I should have maneuvered a bit more carefully. Oh, we had a... Yeah, one of our party members already left, so that probably didn't help. I wonder if the challenge of the Kohozuna scales based on the number of party members you have. Well, oh dear. Well, alright, looks like we're working one more shift. Putting in a little bit of overtime, I suppose. Yeah, so at close range, it seems like... Yeah, I was thinking... I guess I must have hit that little target at least once before I saw the second damage number comes up, because come up, because I thought that one uncharged shot from the reflux took it out, but that definitely was not what happened there. Yeah, in the end, I did end up preferring the dual squelcher over the nozzle nose. I think probably that was mostly due to the fact that I just got the dual squelcher before the nozzle nose. I don't know if it was implemented before the nozzle nose, or I just happened to get one before the nozzle nose. Maybe it was unlockable before it, or something like that. Alright, that is the flyfish down. The flyfish probably could be lured closer to the base, but I think it's enough of a problem that maybe that's not necessarily the best idea. So, it seems that destroying the steelhead and preventing it from launching its bomb are not necessarily mutually inclusive, even when defeating it by way of detonating its bomb. Because yeah, I think, with the things like that pierce armor, like the killer whale 5.1, I think you can still kill a steelhead, even if it's not, even without causing its bomb to backfire. Or if you'd be so kind as to live. Thank you. Well, that was a bit unnecessary, but yeah, Stinger, we definitely cannot get that closer, I don't think. I don't think that's practical. Possible, maybe, but I don't see it happening. Ooh, nice. That is, in fact, a booyah moment. So yes, the tide remains, the reflux is in my hand, and the wave begins. Alright, flipper flapper. Oh dear. Assuming... Alright, you know what? I shouldn't start firing that early, because I definitely shouldn't start shooting that early, because I cannot... I've got to remember, there's a delay before the... Oops. There's a delay before the party member is revivable. Oh dear. Didn't mean to get down here, but oh well. I don't know if we just all managed to not aim very well there, or if, yeah, that delay includes part of the time before they... Oh yeah, I definitely feels a little bit better. Definitely feels a little bit better hitting... Yeah, defeating the Cohawk with a... Yeah, defeating the Cohawk with fully charged shots as opposed to not fully charged shots. I guess it makes sense that the most rewarding... Oh dear. I don't think I have the DPS to defeat a steelhead with a reflux, to be honest. Alright, we both threw at the left side, but we didn't both hit it. Which wasn't necessarily a good thing in this case, because it means that one of us missed. Because both of us missed. Just one of us happened to hit a secondary target that was also lucrative. Oop. Noticed Candy Chan a little bit too late there, but at least we're all alive now. At least we all live at the beginning of our shift, or at the beginning of each wave. It'd be a little bit annoying if we had to revive someone at the beginning. Alright, Stinger going down. That's definitely... I feel like that's the most I've seen a Stinger move in 3. I feel like they moved maybe not... They didn't move a fair amount. I was going to say a fair amount. That's inaccurate. They didn't move a whole lot in 2 either, but they moved more, I think, than they do in 3. Alright, I saw that shot go in, so I should have not taken my shot. just sort of a little bit of mental inertia, I suppose. You start thinking about doing something and then the situation changes, but you don't change your mind. Alright, we've got a fly fish and not a fly fish, a fish stick, and, yeah, a fish stick and a slamming lid. The slamming lid is down now. We've been encountering a lot of fly fishes recently. I don't think this works. It does work, actually. Never mind. Very good. Alright, our reflux user is down. Don't worry, Apple Chunk, you live again. Alright, let's clear some space here. Alright. Not much use in doing that, but I wanted to see if I could hit him. Yeah, sometimes the jump back from that special makes me die. To beach. Very true, very true. Also, hello Altariana. Good to see you. But yes, the door is open if you would like to join. Yeah, we're just about to go into Turf War to do a little bit of warm-up before competitive. Been lurking, saw the couple rough first games, yeah. But we did just get a raise. I briefly considered, before accidentally pressing the continue button. Oh. I briefly considered playing a little bit, one extra round, just for the sake of getting our pay grade up, but yeah, actually gonna be going to sleep now, gonna wake up super early. Fair enough. Well, I hope you have some fine rest tonight, Altariana. Yeah, did it swap new weapons yet? I don't know when the last time you checked was, but it's been the same weapons. I think it's been the same weapons the entire time that I've been playing. Because yeah, I think it's always been Tetra, Reflux, and Hydra and L3 since we started playing. If nothing else, we're definitely on the same map still. Alright. What is the situation around here? Oh, there's the boss. It is sort of nice how the various Salmon Run bosses have abilities that are sort of themed after abilities that are, or in some cases were, available to the player. Yeah, keep losing my pay grade by playing with friends. Unfortunate. But yeah, so for instance, the steel eel, like, mimics the function of the... Oh, what's it called? The ink? It's not the ink wall. I've forgotten what the ability is called, but it's a secondary that allows you to, you know, put a wall of ink that will protect you, damage enemies that try to touch it. But yeah, I don't remember what that's called now. But yeah, so that is, you know, what that particular enemy is. Let's see, I think, yeah, the flyfish sort of has yeah, playing with anyone in a lower pay grade, I mean, means I gain no points for winning, but lose points for me to lose, yeah. Oops. Man, can we get that final egg? I think I froze up there for a little bit, had a little bit of latency. Yeah, it is a something curtain? Ink curtain? Splash? Splash wall. I think it's the splash wall, actually. I think, now that I think about it. That sounds right. But yeah, I don't know definitively, but I think it's the splash wall. But yeah, it mimics the function of the splash wall. The steelhead mimics the effect of the... Whoops. But yeah, the steelhead mimics the effect of the splat bombs. Yeah, the flyfish mimics the effect of I don't remember what the missile ability is called. Yeah, it's not Ink Strike, because the Ink Strike's the one big one. Yeah, just Google Splash Wall. That's not it? Fair enough. What is it then? Well, oh well. Whoop. Oh dear. Yeah, Splash Wall. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I should be using my flat bombs to deal with Moz. Yeah, oh. This isn't gonna be good. Okay, there we go. Yeah, joking be, by the way, because you're right. I don't know what I'm right about, but thanks for agreeing with me, maybe? Yes, I apologize. Things are a little bit heated right now, so I forgot what I was talking about when you made that comment. Yeah, did only get result for bathroom tile walls. Okay. So this is with regards to the splash wall. Okay. Alright, another chance to use the Hydra Splatling. Yeah, you really can just shoot for a long time with this thing. Yeah, I guess sort of the stumbling block for me in my mind with the stumbling block in my mind with the Splatling is that I sort of have the charger mentality of I need to fully charge in order to be able to do any appreciable damage. And you can still definitely defeat an enemy with a less than full charge. Using a 100% full charge to hit a single enemy is in fact probably kind of wasteful. Whereas in, you know, with a charger, that is more or less necessary. At least when dealing with enemies that have a similar amount of hit points to players, such as players. I don't know if I can use the cannon while... Well, I was going to see if I could use the cannon while I was deceased, but I suppose we were not going to get the opportunity for that now. But yeah, then we have like the Stinger, which replicates the effect of the ink, or not the inkjet, that's the jetpack one. Replicates the effect of the... What is it? It's not the killer whale. Because, you know, the killer whale is the killer whale. Yeah, just keep accidentally undoing my charge by instinctively going back into the ink. Yeah. Okay, so I did survive that when I definitely didn't expect to. Alright, very good, very good. And Candy lives. But yeah, I was gonna say, I wondered briefly if when I was using it earlier, if the Wave Maker could revive allies, because I thought I saw it do that. Yeah, I thought I saw it do that, and I definitely then just confirmed that, yes, it does do that. That is something that it is able to do. Alright, so we have taken care of business. We have worked overtime. Yeah, in this mode I use the Wave Maker almost exclusively for reviving allies. Alright. Yeah. That wasn't something that occurred to me as a thing that could be done. But I suppose it does make a certain amount of sense. I was thinking of the Wave Maker as just being sort of a pulse of sound, but it is a wave of, like, fluid. That fluid being ink, of course. But yeah. I will keep my current. Quick respawn. Yeah, only small monies. It is what it is. Quick respawn is nice, and something that I probably would appreciate having, but... Ooh, meal tickets, very good. Yeah, I wonder... What do we get these items for? like these little bits of currency, these bronze and silver and gold items. I think I got some earlier when I fought the Kohozuna and was not successful in defeating it. Yeah, I think we saw some more then. Or I acquired some more then. Yeah, I believe you get the fish scales for every egg you throw at the Kohozuna. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, more for defeating it. Alright. Do you know what you get the gold scales for then? Because I've got 2 silver scales, and I've beaten Kohozuna on my own time once. I've beaten Kohozuna on my own time once. But yeah, so we almost beat it a couple of times, and I've got a fair amount of silver scales, or bronze scales. I've got 2 silver scales. Yeah, I don't know, I guess... Yeah, throwing either a very rare drop from throwing eggs at it, or just got more easily gotten from beating it. Alright, fair enough. Alright. Only gotten gold from beating the Kohozuna. Alright. Yeah, I've only beaten it once, so presumably it's not a guarantee. That's it. That, or, yeah, failing to the Kohozuna gives a lot of bronze and maybe 1 or 2 silver. Alright. But yeah, I was thinking about getting some charger practice in. Yeah, big grind, but I want the drift. Fair enough. I maybe should have checked what the maps were before getting into the thick of things, but this is Turf War, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Though that said, I am using a sort of long-ranged weapon, so good positioning is more important than it would be on a non-long-range weapon, basically. Maybe that's not true, but, you know, more important than it would be on a weapon that doesn't require you to... Yeah, that is more effective at a wider variety of ranges. I feel like maybe I use the angle shooter perhaps a little bit too much, considering that it doesn't ink, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But it is a pretty good scouting tool. Alright, very good, very good. Yeah, I don't have the range to deal with that Ultra Stamp user, I don't think. Nice, nice. Yeah, liking the 52... Oh, this is not my right color of ink. Yeah, liking the 52 gal, 2 shots with mid-range. Yeah, I think it's better than the Aerospray I've been using. I know that the Aerospray, I think, as I understand it, is not so much a weapon for direct combat. I think it's sort of more... generally used more for, I think, turfing than for fighting. Not to say that it's not effective at fighting. It's pretty good at short range, I think, but I think I've seen it used more as a turfing tool. Unfortunate. Maybe I should have busted out the crab tank. Yeah, since learning of the limitations of the crab tank, I've been reluctant to use it. But I shouldn't be reluctant to use my supers, or my specials, because, you know, you gotta use every element of your kit when necessary and when effective. Okay, I also didn't look too closely at what the enemy has for equipment. So they've got, I think that's a Sploosh-o-matic? Yeah, Sploosh-o-matic. Oh, Sploosh, a heavy Splatling, a Splatona, Wiper, and I think that's just a or no, that's a Flingza, Yeah, Flingza roller. Alright, I haven't been looking at the map very much, so I've got no idea what's going to happen now. It doesn't look like anything good's about to happen, but... unfortunate. I was about to say that I've seen more unlikely outcomes, but... or more unlikely seeming wins, but... oh well. Yeah, that's definitely a flingza. Yeah, it's good. Good for just turfing pretty much if you're riding a longer range weapon. I assume fighting with the aerospray you'll lose, and if you fight a short range weapon with the aerospray you'll probably lose to better short range weapons unless you are sneaky. Yeah. Yeah, I think isn't the aerospray like relatively? It has like a. It doesn't have sort of a. It's got a good short range coverage, but I don't think it has sort of the. It's less concentrated. It's very inaccurate. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. It shoots in a. It has a wide sort of cone of fire, so to speak. But yeah, so we've got some tetradualies, so we can expect some high evasion out of our enemies. They've got a pretty lightweight, nimble team all around. So I'll need to be careful with that as a long-ranged, slow rate of fire weapon user. Oops. I might want to try out the Squelcher again one of these days. Very good, very good. But yeah, the angle shooter doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does do damage. Yeah, it does do damage. So I might want to try it every now and then as a damaging tool. Yeah, good luck though. I have to go to sleep now. Planning on joining someone that's splatting from like 3 to 5 a.m. my time. Fair enough. Once again, I hope you rest well, all. And yeah, have a fine night. Every night, but especially this night. A fine night of sleeping, or a fine day of splatting. Oh dear. You too? Thank you. Alright, Alright, we're not going to super jump super aggressively. I do have a very strong tendency to super jump very aggressively and lose very quickly as a result. Yeah, good cancel on that special. Oh dear. So yeah, I kind of want to get into their base with the crab tank. But maybe, oh dear, maybe I can just be here with the crab tank. Alright, so we lost crab tank pretty quickly there, unfortunately. Yeah, I suppose in hindsight it makes sense, but I didn't consider that taking damage would decrease the duration of the crab tank. I did assume and know that the crab tank would break with enough damage, but I didn't think that its duration would be reduced by taking damage, and it definitely, I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. I really do need to improve my target tracking a little bit. Oop, that's 2 of them. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we've got good map control. The enemy, yeah, okay, I was going to say the enemy isn't pushing us too aggressively, but they definitely are. I was going to jump to that ally who was just splatted. Oh dear. Maybe I got a little bit too aggressive there, but I don't think they would have had the time to take back enough territory to win this. And indeed, it looks like they did not. Very good. That's a result I can be pretty satisfied with. Yeah, so once we get back to the lobby, I'm definitely going to take the opportunity to look over the stages that we've got for competitive, ranked. Anarchy, that's what it's called. I was definitely thinking about making this a short stream, but Maybe not? Alright, so it looks like I can't actually check what the maps are unless I'm, you know, fully out of matchmaking. So, we'll do that after this next match. Actually, we might not, we might not have time for, well, yeah, I don't know if I'll have time for much anarchy, any anarchy battles. Oh, because yeah, I don't know, I don't want to extend, I guess, you know, streaming till 10:30 is in theory, the norm on days when I start at 8:30. And, I don't know, I'm not feeling as tired as I was earlier. Oh, that's a nice little scene in the background there. Nice. Alright, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should be fighting and winning, but, you know. Anyway. Beauty appreciated. It is time for violence. Yeah, I think part of the issue is that I tend to treat the angle shooter like it's a weapon more so than as a recon tool. It does damage. It does do damage. And you can definitely use it to soften up an enemy or to defeat a fleeing enemy because it's very fast. It's faster than like most weapon projectiles, I think. Like including, you know, the shots that your main weapons shoot. Yeah, it's very fast. It can make its way to the enemy very quickly to deliver a not insignificant amount of damage, just like 30 damage, which is, I think, slightly more damage. Slightly more damage than a shot from the, oh dear, yeah, a shot from the Splattershot Pro does. I'll not super jump directly into battle, because we do need to cover up some of this turf here. Being a slower weapon, I might not be the best choice for it, but... Alright. So we do need to go up there, I think. Over on that side, anyway. Oh dear. Okay, so we gotta go around and up the stairs. I probably should spend some more time familiarizing myself with these stages a little bit more. I do tend to focus just on the combat. Getting into combat as quickly as possible to try and be as, in theory, helpful as possible. But knowing what to do is also very helpful. Let's see, you've got some sort of special cooked up. That was the Aerospray. I don't know what the Aerospray has for a special, actually. That's a Tacticooler. I was trying to attack the Tacticooler, but I don't think it takes damage, now that I think about it. Didn't look like it was taking damage. This was a bad super jump, I think. It was a bad super jump, but at least it was a trade and not just a complete failure. Yeah, that's a pretty solid loss for us. Oh no, they've actually got a pretty significant amount of the map not painted, but I don't think that's gonna, yeah, not gonna save us, unfortunately. Oh, I like the title Splatlandian Therapist. That's fun. And, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, let's go and activate the gotcha machine. Alright, no title. I like having titles in these sorts of games. Or, I guess, when I say these sorts of games, I mean games that allow you to have titles. But yeah, so Rainmaker, Scorch Gorge, and Eeltail Alley. I remember Scorch Gorge a little bit, and I remember Eeltail Alley almost not at all. I could go and do recon for them, and I would probably be best served by going and doing recon for them. But I'm impatient. I'm impatient, and also, yeah, I don't know, I'm impatient. I don't want to waste... Oh no, this does do... Yeah, it does do more damage than a single angle shooter shot. But, you know, 2 shots and then an angle shooter, or 1 shot and then, or 2 shots. 2 shots and then an angle shooter, or 1 angle shooter and 2 shots is a guaranteed splat. Yeah, less bomb defense up can significantly reduce the damage of an angle shooter. I think it's, I don't know, maybe it's not bomb defense anymore. Maybe it's like it's like sub resistance or something. That's not it, I don't think. Maybe something somewhere along those lines at the very least. Yeah, and well, I was gonna say it's been a good long time since I played Rainmaker, but it's been a long time since I played any competitive mode. I have jumped off of this edge so many times. Alright, so don't... Oh, very nice. I don't know. I guess they must have... One of our teammates must have thrown a bomb there. Nope. 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 I'm playing too close to the action. I've got to remember, I've got the Splattershot Pro, so I need to be more professional, I guess. I need to play a little bit further back. Well, at least it wasn't a disconnect for me this time, or from me this time. I can find some peace in that. I can see why it happens. I can see why Nintendo does it now, but it is kind of a shame that when someone disconnects in a match, the match just ends. In Splatoon 1 and 2, you could get like at least some... You could get at least something out of it, you know. The match would go on for at least a little bit longer, or, well, it would go on until it ended normally, but... And then, you know, I guess it's, you know, a matter of, yeah, for the people who lost, you know, losing because you had a party member abandon you is pretty painful, I would assume. I don't think you lost as much, if anything, for losing under those circumstances. Well, if you gained something for playing under those circumstances, presumably it would still count as a loss to a certain extent, maybe. Because, you know, if the game will allow you to win, and you could theoretically still win even with a missing team member. If the game will allow you to win, presumably it does allow you to lose also. Yeah, this being competitive mode, I guess I don't need to spend as much time going around sort of the edges to ink up more territory, unless I just want to build up Crab Tank faster. And to be fair, that's a worthy pursuit, perhaps, but it's not the only consideration. They've thrown a bomb. They're coming around the side here. I think that was just one of their party disconnecting. I think that's 2 of them disconnected now, actually. Yep. Well, it might be that we won't be playing Anarchy at all. But yeah, like, for instance here, the game ended, so I didn't get any experience on any of my equipment. And I think even, yeah, again, in the past with disconnects, you did still get like experience and whatnot. But, I don't know, honestly, probably, especially with the reworks to the competitive system, and, well, what little I know of them from not really being into the competitive system much, but maybe it is better that it is the way it is now. But yeah, I think I was trying to say it earlier, but I don't think I ever got around to actually making that point. I like a lot of the new weapon designs. Some of them are kind of subtle, but I like all the new weapon designs in this game. It really helps things to stand out a little bit more. I've noticed for one thing, there definitely seems to be a trend of making weapons larger in general. It definitely feels like that is the case in a lot of cases. Yeah, so this is, Steel Tail Alley, maybe? Alright, I'm with you, Peter. We'll have a good game yet. Uh-oh. Alright, I saw them making a break for it. I should have tried to oppose them sooner. Again, I've got, a long-range, pretty effective splatting weapon. So, probably I should have been more focused on... It would have been better to try and take out enemies than just, dealing damage to the shield there. Alright, Crab Tank. Alright, Crab Tank did not serve me very well. I probably would have been better off shooting one of the rockets, I guess they would be, as opposed to the main guns of the Crab Tank. Oh, well. That was a little bit silly of me. Alright, Trebo, be extraordinarily cautious if you're going to stand over there and try to stem the tide, but, yeah, that did not go quite so well. Alright. Defeat you. Oh, dear. At least they're all down, but now I'm sort of assuming that we needed to do the Rainmakers in a specific order, but I'm not sure of that now, actually. Well, that wasn't a good trade, but that was a trade at least. This is probably too aggressive of a super jump, but alright, we seem to be doing alright. We've got someone up top attacking. This is not thinkable terrain. Alright, Peter, be careful, my friend. Oh dear. Oh dear. Again, I'm being too aggressive, I think. I'm being too aggressive and too up front with my weapons. Yeah, I've got the range, but I don't have the rate of fire, so I should be, fighting from outside of people's ranges. Oops. Alright, you're dealt with. I've got a Crab Tank in my back pocket, so we can move in. Very nice. That was a fun little... Oh, nice. Good job, Peter. Oh dear. What did me in there? Oh, a suction bomb. I'm really bad at noticing those, I must say. This is a very aggressive jump again. But it worked out, I think. Where is the... Oh, it's right over there. They've got it in their hands, but not for long. Whoop! Oh dear. I maybe could have used Crab Tank there, but I don't think there was really much I could hope to achieve against an ink brush with the Pro. I think the... Alright, that did not go well. But yeah, I don't think there's really any way out of that for me. This is too aggressive. I don't think I should have super jumped to Inferno. It was a trade, though. We completely traded on that Rainmaker, I think. Alright, we've lost 2 teammates, so I should just back up. Pester them a little bit, maybe. Okay, there we go. This is a really bad place for us, I think, but... Alright. So, as long as we're holding it, I think we'll have overtime. We're not holding it anymore, though, so... Yeah, unfortunate. So that was a loss, but at least it was a pure loss. One that actually resulted from a game that was completed and not a game where I disconnected randomly. Oh well. That was, I think, a pretty solid effort. Sit. Pretty solid effort, but sadly insufficient. Yeah, maybe I should equip a standard splatter shot or something so I can give myself a little bit more. Of course, I don't have one. I'd have to buy one first, but a standard splatter shot so I can, you know, get more used to the flow of combat in Anarchy battles. Because yeah, a more all-around type weapon could be good for me. Because I'm playing this too much like it's a short-range weapon. Which is to say I'm playing it like it's a short-range weapon at all. I shouldn't be doing that, because it's not. Again, slow rate of fire, high accuracy, high range. I should be staying back further. And probably I should be avoiding trying really hard to attack the Rainmaker shield, especially if there's enemies shooting at it. Because I definitely, you know, compared to most weapons, I really don't have the DPS necessary to defend it properly. So it'd be more effective for me to take out the enemies. Take out the enemies rather than the shield if there are enemies around. Alright. That was maybe not the best angle shooter throw. Alright. Trebo, there we go. I will defend you with my life. Oh dear. And I almost did there. Courtesy of another... I mean, at least I noticed it this time. Oh, very good. Okay. Yeah, another suction bomb. Alright. Very quick and easy wipeout. So now, all I've got to do is win 5 more games without losing a single one. Fine work, everybody. Yeah, I'm a little bit reluctant to take screenshots when I'm playing games on the Switch, because for one thing, it's much more of a hassle. It's much more of a hassle to get them onto... It's much more of a hassle to get them onto my computer versus, you know, taking screenshots on my computer. Or even taking screenshots on the PS4, because then I can put them onto a hard drive and then plug that into the or a flash drive rather. Plug them in, download them onto a flash drive or a hard drive perhaps even, and then simply plug that into the computer and get them off of the PS4 that way. And of course, if I'm taking screenshots on my PC, they're already on my PC. I don't need to transfer them onto anything. But for Switch games, I need to first take the screenshot on the Switch, and then I need to transfer the screenshot onto my phone, and then I need to plug my phone into my computer and transfer from there. Or put them into, I suppose, Google Cloud or something, or not Cloud. What's it called again? It's called a communication error, apparently. Google Drive, there we go. Drive or Photos or whatever. Either one is applicable, I suppose. I think we'll go either for 2 more matches or until I've lost this series. Which could happen pretty soon, considering that we're 1 loss away from me losing the series. But yes. Yeah, I don't like taking screenshots when I'm playing games on the Switch for that reason, and I also don't like taking them for the reason that, you know, there's a sound and a pop-up, and I usually like to try and make it pretty subtle. That's part of the reason for why my two computer streaming setup is a little bit unorthodox, because I set things up in such a way as to specifically and deliberately avoid prevent Steam notifications from taking screenshots and such from popping up. Alright, I need to retreat a little bit. We of course know where the Rainmaker is at all times, especially so with a Wave Maker. Ooh, that was a really good angle shooter shot there. Alright. Good. Oh dear. I was gonna say good patience on them for waiting until the angle shooter wore off. Alright, we can get... Well, I was gonna say we can get a double kill there, but it looks like we're not going to. Instead, we're going to hesitate a little bit too much and get ambushed. Yeah, Ultra Stamp over there. Don't like that so much. Ooh, nice. I don't know quite what was done just there, but I'm glad that it did happen, whatever it was. Alright, alright. Oh dear. You know what? You can take that shield down a little bit, but not a whole lot, you know. I should have probably not done this, because I had my special up. It probably would have been more beneficial to crab tank there. Or it might have been. I don't know. I'm not well versed in the finer points of the theory of competitive. I definitely could have been a little bit more aggressive there, I think. Alright, this is not a safe super jump, but it might just be the super jump we need. Alright, I think we just... Yeah, I think our Ultra Stamp died. Ooh, oh, right. I forgot that I didn't have Crab Tank anymore from dying. Unfortunate. Yeah, I should have pushed forward a little bit more so we would have gotten more points, but oh well. The shield is going down, enemies are moving in, don't like that per se. But what I do like is a little bit of area denial. I don't like suction bombs though. I also should like moving with my teammate, so let's do that. Oh dear. I was hoping that I'd have a teammate move into me. Seems that we've been very forward with making sure our Oh dear. This is going to destroy him if I stay in, so don't stay too close. Oh no, okay. I don't know, for some reason I thought that planting the Rainmaker caused a large explosion. But that is not the case, it seems. Alright, that's a splat. I probably don't need to charge it up quite as much as I am. Checkpoint? Oh, am I... Oh, do I need to... Okay, I guess I need to go to the one that's glowing. I thought I could do them in any order. Oh dear, that was not a full charge. Alright, that was very unfortunate of me. I should let someone else take the Rainmaker next time, maybe. This is a very unsafe super jump. Alright, Angle Shooter does almost nothing to the shield. But I'll tell you what Angle Shooter does. It gives us Oh, you're not one of ours. But yeah, it gives us intel, which is precisely what we need. Alright, Crab Tank. Crab Tank isn't going to save me, but it can help me a little bit. It'll delay them at least. Just a little bit. And that might have just been what we needed to catch up to them. Alright, I should... Oh dear. Okay. So, they're down. Oh, just a second too late. Oh, there's three Rainmaker pedestals. Okay. Yeah, I thought there were just two. I could just go to whichever. Well. Record score setter. Ooh. Well, I didn't lose too severely. I was thinking that since I didn't win very much, that I would have just sort of lost a whole lot there. I'm not going to match up again. I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to end things here. No, that just tells, well, Anarchy Battle. Raise your rank by winning battles. In Anarchy Battles, you'll put your rank points on the line as you take on the most intense competition in the Splatlands. The more kills you rack up, the higher, or the more wins you rack up, the higher your rank will soar. There are two styles of Anarchy Battle, Open and Series. If you're a solo player, Series is your chance to knuckle down for some serious splatting. First, you'll pay rank points to cover the entry fee, then you'll play matches until you either earn 5 wins or 3 losses. Don't worry, you can take breaks between matches. Once it's over, you'll earn rank points based on your wins and any medals you've earned. If you'd like to squad up with friends, or if you're a solo player that only has time for a single match, Open is for you. Here you'll gain or lose rank points after every battle. Both Series and Open also give you the choice to stay with your team once a battle ends. But yeah. Alright. Okay, so it doesn't cost me anything to go into a ranked battle, or into rank. I guess probably because that would require... Probably because I'm in the lowest possible rank. Very interesting. But anyway, it's time to wrap up, like I said. So let's do that. Wrong screen. But yeah, I noticed that there was a person that we were playing with at one point who had a TTV at the end of their username, which would imply that they are also a streamer. I was thinking about going and trying to find them, but I did not memorize their handle. So, you know, if you're looking for another Twitch streamer who plays Splatoon 3, maybe go through the VOD again and look for whoever that person was and see what they're up to. I can't necessarily recommend them because I don't know anything about them. I don't even know definitively that they are a Twitch streamer, though I assume, yeah, the TTV seems like a weird suffix to have at the end of your username if you are not. But, you know, Maybe they haven't even heard of Twitch. Maybe it means something entirely different to them. At any rate, let's see who is online. I guess, well, yes. Of course, I want to open the floor for any viewers to suggest a raid target, if anyone would like to. That's it. Yeah, a lot of options out there, it looks like. So yeah, in the absence of a specific target, though, from anyone else, I think tonight we'll go and visit Svella. Yeah, she's doing a just chatting stream, apparently a gorilla stream as well. That'll be interesting to see, whatever this might be, perhaps. Give my Twitch a chance to load and all that. But yeah, so let's go over the business again. So tomorrow is Friday, so you can look forward to some more Tales of Arise, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, approximately. But yes. Yeah, that is tomorrow, Friday. But yes, next week, we can expect more of the usual, ideally, in theory, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time on Thursday, and then yeah, Tuesday, not sure what I'll be doing just yet. I don't think I'll do Splatoon again right away, but there will be something on Tuesday for sure. Wednesday. Wednesday is the next day of the week. Wednesday will be some more Tales of Arise. Thursday, we should be getting back to the collab with Sheppy Sheps. That is Valhalla. There we go. That's what it's called. But yes, Valhalla, and then Friday. Did I skip? No, I didn't skip Thursday. I just talked about Thursday. Friday, more Tales of Arise. There we go. So, anyway, time for raid. Time for Svella, Crisera, Valkyrie VTuber. Yeah, visited her quite a few times over the course of time. I felt like I didn't spell that correctly, but I think we're good actually. So, raid message is, as always, we have arrived. And I believe that should be everything that we need to go over. So, this feels unusually efficient. I feel like I got through this a lot quicker and cleaner than I used to, which is a very good thing, I must say. So, thank you all for being here tonight. I hope you have had a fine night. I hope that you will continue to have a fine night every night, and I hope that you will be well until the next time I see you. Thank you all very much, and farewell. Let us get this raid underway.